um for weight loss, and stuff like that. And so, and I'm like, man, I really wish I can really, it just gets confusing. I just
Well,
want
let's
a
try to break
strategic,
it down. Let's try to break
okay.
it down because if you're very strategic, maybe you're just looking at it from a bigger picture, and that's probably why you're so confused. So what we're going to try to do is just break it down to some simple terms because I'm the same way. I
Hmm.
need to look at, I saw the same presentation at and it was bigger and I was confused. And I was
Right.
just like, and Nan and I worked on this and he presented it and we're like, okay, I was like, yes, this is good, and it might
Hmm.
not work for everybody, right? Because some people
Hmm.
maybe are overly strategic, right? And are looking for more. So you're just gonna, like he said, pick and choose what you think it's gonna work for you, and they break it down, and what's gonna work for your team. Because I know that for me personally, my team and I in the beginning struggle. I was like, okay, I'm the leader, but how do I explain this to them? Like, I don't even understand it
Hmm.
myself. All I know is that I'm seeing money in my wallet, and that's all I care about. To be honest with you, as long as there's money in that pharmacy, wallet, I'm good. So,
Right.
but I hope you get something out of this and always go back to the chat and ask questions.
Yeah.
We're here to help you out, and help you make money. That's what's important here,
Yeah.
and help
So
your
like
team.
after this presentation, like Brenda was saying, if you have any questions, reach out to us because maybe that's what we're here for. We're here to assist you. We're here to help you make this process smoother. So if you have questions, if you go up to your upline and if they don't have the answers, or even if you don't feel comfortable, because this is your own business, if you don't even feel comfortable with that, reach out to one of us. Brenda, you could always reach out to Brenda. You're going to see our Instagram at the end of the presentation. So you could reach out to Brenda, reach out to me, reach out to anybody that you feel more comfortable with, and we'll be more than happy to assist you in any way possible.
Definitely. And stay connected with these classes that we're offering. We've all worked very hard to bring these different trainings and different topics, and these people that are taking time to come on here on the English chat and present this to us. And that has a lot of value because we really care and we want to grow together. And with that said, let's get going. Let's get this started. Let's get going because it looks like we all are here for the same reasons, right? We want to grow. We want to build a team. We want to make money. Okay. So, but before we get started with that, I just want to take a moment being that today is Good Friday, right? Today is a reminder of sacrifice, right? Today is a reminder of reflection, right? Of resetting and also rising again. Okay. And I think that's what, Ruth, you were just saying that. You came back. You're rising again. You're not giving up. We're not giving up. We're going to do everything that we can to make sure that we get it. We understand it. And once it starts coming together, you're going to see the difference and you're going to feel so good about it. Listen, I last week I did a presentation and I was like, I started this in September, but never would I have thought that I would be part of these training sessions and these classes. And I feel grateful and blessed. We have an amazing team, and I am learning as I go along as well. I am by all means not an expert, but this helps me learn. Talking about it more, it also presenting it to everyone also helps me understand it even better. Okay. So I think this is so powerful for us, right? Not just in life, but again in our business. Because sometimes we have to pause, refocus, and realign ourselves with our purpose. Okay. So we can grow stronger and we can rise to the next level. Okay. That's where we all are. That's what we all want to do. But we want to do that. How? We want to do that together. We want to do that as a team, right? So let's get into it, right? The first one here, we need to just kind of understand the structure of it, right? And to understand the structure and what we're talking about, we need to understand why is it important, Brenda and Nan? Why? Why is it important? Understanding some of the keywords, right, that we use often is very important. Some of the terms, and of course, the 10 ways to make money. That's what we're here for, right? Okay, go ahead, Nan. So why is it important? And that's exactly why today's meeting or training is so important, because when you truly understand, again, how to get paid, everything changes. Okay. I just said that a minute ago. All right. You stop guessing, right? And you start moving with intention, with clarity, again, with purpose. Those words are always going to be in our conversations when we're doing business. All right. You know exactly where you want to focus your energy. You know your time and your effort. Okay. Because time is money. We don't want to waste it. Okay. So you can grow your business the right way. And that's important. Okay. So here we have some of the keywords that you'll hear us use a lot. And some of you have been here in the business. Some of you just came into the business. I see someone here that just joined with me yesterday. I'm so proud of her. And she is here to learn. Okay. So this is what we're doing this because we haven't even had our onboarding. I'm thinking tomorrow's going to be our onboarding, but this is also going to help her understand a lot of the keywords that we are going to be using moving forward. Okay. So we want to make sure we understand this. The first one there says your personal volume points. Very, very important. Your personal volume points, and your online volume points, they go together. Okay. So your personal volume comes from two things: the personal purchases that you're making for yourself, the products that you are using, right, that you're investing on, but also those that are being purchased through your online store. When you share your link, right, those store sales combined with your product, your purchases, they are your personal volume points. Okay. And then your personal volume points and your group volume points, your GVs, right? Those are yours and then your entire team together. Okay. But some people get confused. Is my entire team just the people that are doing the business with me? No. They are the people that are doing the business with you, right? But also those people that are opening their memberships because they only want the discount. They are also part of your group volume points. So when you set yourself a goal, and it wasn't until I understood that I said 5,000 points a month, that's easy. And I remember my leader saying, "You're crazy. That's easy. You're saying it's easy." Yes, because it's all mindset. When you start looking at it like that, it's not just me doing this. I'm not doing this alone. I have people that are doing the business with me and people that are also doing this because they just want to use the products and they get their membership and they want their discount. Okay. So very, very important to also understand where they come from. Okay. So with that said, it's not just about you doing it alone. It's about building a team together. Okay. There's also side points, but that's something we'll go into deeper with leadership trainings, okay? Because I don't want to, and Ruth just said that, we don't want to confuse everyone, okay? We are just going to focus right now on everyone here needs to understand at least the 10 ways of earning, right? We're going to do that today. But if you have any more questions, like Inan said, about other, what is it? The sidelines, right? Is that what I was just saying? I lost my train of thought. The sideline points, we can go into deeper that in other trainings, okay? The first way to earn is you're going to see all 10 ways here, okay? We're going to go through them individually, okay? So we're going to move right on to the first one, which is the welcome program, okay? You can go to this next slide, hon. Here you go. That is the welcome program. So you come in brand new, okay? You sign up, you open up your membership, right? This is my favorite way of starting to earn because you start earning right away, right away. For your first 4 months in the business, okay, you can earn a gift card every single month, okay? All you need to do, very important, you need to activate your account with a minimum of 125 volume points each month, okay? That's like you opening your business. This is, I'm in it. I'm going to do this. You know, I'm serious about this. I'm dedicated to my business. You're going to activate your account with at least 125 volume points or more. Okay, so you need to do that for 4 consecutive months. Okay, the first month, you're going to get $25. The second month, you're going to get $50. The third month, you're going to do $75. And the fourth month, you're going to do $100. Right off the bat, what do you have? $250, right? Right off the bat. I mean, we're here to make money, right? So we want to see that. So we want to make sure that if you know how they say, if you have control over something, you have control over. You have control over doing 125 points every month in order for you to get this. So for those of you that are new, that is your first goal. Make sure you activate your account every month with $125 so you can see these for 4 months. You'll see money coming in and gift cards. Okay. So you're getting rewarded just for building that habit of working your business correctly. Okay. Now, number two, you're going to build your team, right? We're here to build a team. We don't want to work alone, right? We don't want to work alone. This is going to be the second way to earn is building your team. For every person you personally bring into your business, all right, up to 5 people per month, you'll receive a $20 gift card for everyone you sign up new that comes on with you, okay? The only requirement is that they also activate their account with also at least 125 volume points, okay? Again, they can also get those from buying their own personal products, right? But they can also share their link, and those that are buying directly from their link, those volume points are also being added to that personal volume point because that's going to help them as well, okay? So that goes directly into your pharmacy account, which you can use towards your own products, okay? So now you're not just earning, you're also offsetting your products, the products, the cost of your products, right? That's why I'm not shy. I buy everything. I use everything. I love all the products. I use most all of them, but I don't feel guilty about buying them because I know that pharmacy is going to give me back. And that's what I love about this company. Okay. Now, the third way here is your personalized online store. You get an online store. Once you come in, you open your membership, you got an online store, right? You don't have to pay for it. I've been in companies before where you had to pay a monthly fee, you had to pay an annual fee. If you have your own business, people start their own business. Hernan has talked about that. He had to build his website and pay a lot of money for it, right? You get it, right? It's free when you open up your membership, okay? And this is where it gets really excited, right? You'll have your own store. When you share your link and people place an order, you start earning 50% commission right off the bat. So, for example, like you see here, a person purchases $100 in products, you're going to earn $50, okay? And that gets deposited into your pharmacy wallet within 72 hours. So this also allows you to make money without even holding inventory, okay? Think about that. I remember the first time I placed an order for myself and I went in my wallet and I said to my leader, Amarilis, why is there $24 sitting there? Where does that come from? She was, yeah, you get a percentage back from your purchases that you made for yourself. And I thought that was so exciting, right? That I share my links, somebody bought something and I'm getting paid for it right there in 72 hours. So that's exciting. Now, the fourth way here is in-person sales, okay? And for those who love connecting face to face, this is very powerful, right? Because what do you sorry if you hear the doggy, that's my mom's doggy. You invest in products, okay? I invest in products. I use the products by myself, but I also invest so that I have an inventory. So if someone wants something, I have it on hand because some people don't want to wait for products to get products in the mail. Okay. So you can keep products on hand and sell them at retail price. For example, if your cost is $50 and you sell it for $100, you're already earning $50 profit. Okay. So you bought something for 100. I'm sorry, you bought it for 50. The retail price is 100. You're earning $50 profit for that product, okay? And on top of that, you're earning volume points as well, okay? So in this case, let's just say it's going to be 45 volume. We can, there's an calculate the volume points now because they've changed a little bit, but you're making a profit and growing your volume at the same time. And this is what this is why I love this business, because it has allowed me to really see that I'm making money. In the past, I was stuck and I wasn't seeing anything. And this is Hernan is going to talk about bonus, which is going to be so important because I never saw that in the past. I was good at direct sales, but I never saw a bonus, not more than $300 probably. And when I saw my first bonus, I've already gotten my first bonus. It was $1,000. And that month, last month, when I saw $2,000 in my pharmacy wallet, I was like, what? What? It's amazing. It's amazing. And from here, we're moving into a very powerful part of this compensation plan because this is where your income really starts to grow. Okay. I was just talking about bonuses. So I'm going to pass this over to Hernan, who's going to break it down, right?
I'm
He's going
her
to break it
bonus
down.
of the night.
He's my bonus. I love it. I love it. Okay. So he's going to go into everything that comes after this here. So go ahead. Take it away, baby.
Yes, we're going to start talking about all the bonuses. So, how can I make more money, right? So, the first one is your personal bonus, okay? And this is very simple. And Brenda kind of touched a little bit upon it already, but it's you're getting paid on your own personal usage. I mean, how amazing is that? So, what you're using, what you're believing in, what you're sharing, you're getting paid back for that. Okay. So stop thinking like a customer, start moving more like a business owner. Okay. Because here, like she was saying, is you're getting paid a percentage of what you're using on your own personal products that you're loving. Okay. I'm going to go back to it because, it's going fast. It's going a little crazy. So I'm going to explain this just a little bit how it works, okay? So like let's say for instance you're at your 200 PVs. Remember PVs are your personal volume points, okay? And you reached a 25% bonus level. That means just from your own personal use of the 200 PVs that you have, you're getting paid $50 back. How amazing is that? And a lot of people, I bet right now, are asking me, Hernan, and where the hell did you get the 25% bonus levels? Well, I'm going to explain to you that right now, how the bonus levels work. Okay. So, and of course, now that I want to move it, it doesn't want to move, but when it was in there, of course. All right. So how does this work? Well, in this business, we reward you for the actions that you're taking, okay? And it shows by your volume. Okay. And it shows not by your personal volume, but what's amazing, your group volume, because here it's all about creating as a team. So the more volume you create with your team, the higher your bonus level is. So if you see there in the column where it says group volume, it starts at 200 and it starts increasing. And the more it increases, the more percentage your bonus level is. Okay. So there's no guessing, there's no luck here, there's no shortcuts. It's literally just consistency and execution with your team. And I keep loving that because it's all about team here. Okay. So something that I want you girls and guys or whoever's on this call is the more volume you have equals more percentage bonus level that you're in. And obviously the more percentage, the bigger the check, which is amazing. Okay. So the question that I have for all of you in this call right now is how bad do you want to get to that next level? Because that next level is like what Brenda was saying, what's going to make your checks big. Okay. So I'm going to explain that just a little bit in this part, okay? Because the second part, now the next way to grow is with the group bonus. So you're not doing this by yourself. So we're going to use this as an example. So if you see here, we already noticed that I'm at 25%. Okay, so there already I'm making 50 bucks, right? But now let's take a look at Emily. Emily's part of my team member, So Emily has a PV of 200 PVs. But as her whole group, she has 2,000. So when she hits 2,000 as a group volume, that means her bonus level is at about 15%. Okay? And remember from the example from the past, I made 25. Okay, so you see there, me 25, Emily hit 15. So we're taking my percentage minus Emily's percentage, leaving me a 10% difference. So that percent difference is the one that I'm going to multiply it by the group volume that Emily has. And that's where I'm going to make from her team. That means I'm going to be making that month $200 from Emily's team. Okay? Does that make sense? I want this to be interactive. I want everybody to be interactive. So on the chat, put me one if you understood that. Good? Right? Number one. I want to see ones. Perfect. Good,
One,
good,
one,
good.
one, one. We look good. We look good.
Do we
One
look good? That
more.
means we're good.
Yes.
We're gonna use one more sample, one more little example here. We're gonna look
It
at Mike. Okay? Mike is in my team too. All right. Well, Mike did a little less. He still did 200 in PVs, but his GV was only 600, right? Him and his team only did 600. So that means that Mike is at 9%. Okay? Well, I made 25, Mike made 9. So that's a difference of 16%. So that means that I'm going to be making 16% off of the 600 that Mike's GV is, giving me a total of $96. All right. So that's why it's also important to grow a team because this is an extra way of getting extra income from individual people in your team. Okay. All right. So I hope that made it a little easier for you people to understand because like in the beginning it did take me a little bit like, wait, what about the percentages? I don't get that. So, and like we were telling Ruth, if you feel that you still need a little more explanation, by all means, reach out to Brenda, to myself, or anybody else in the team, and we'll be more than happy to assist you with that, okay? Now, the seventh way is the leadership bonus. This one does get a little more confusing, and the team and I have been talking about that we're going to do a call specifically on the leadership bonus to explain it a little better. But the best way to explain it on the top, at least so you could get a good grasp of what it is this is where it starts to get really powerful also because the leadership bonus pays you for helping others win. Okay, because we're in this all together. Okay, so this is not just about you growing, it's about making sure that your team is also growing. Okay, and this starts to happen when you have people that start hitting the 18, 22, and 25%. Okay. So you start building leaders and then you start building your income also. Okay. So the stronger your team is, the bigger the check, and the more people you help to grow, the more you grow. Okay. So this is like, again, we can't get tired of saying this. This is teamwork. Okay. So that's the best part. You're getting paid for working as a team. Okay. Awesome, awesome. So let's go to our next one. The next one is the cash bonus, which my little Brenda just got her cash bonus that she was telling us here. And this is where it gets really exciting. Just like she was excited, I'm excited because we're going for the next one, right, Brenda? We're already going for that next big bonus. And that cash bonus is by you just hitting new levels. So you hit that level 3 times consecutively and you get paid for it. Okay. And this is where you get rewarded for growing, for pushing, and for not quitting because this is all about staying consistent. Okay. So let's all rank up and let's all get paid. Is that a deal? I think
sounds
that's the
good.
best.
That's
right?
that sounds good
That's a
to me.
So
deal.
yeah, so this is not just about getting a recognition because the recognition is great. You get a little pat on your shoulder and this is good. But no, this is real money on top of the income that you're already receiving from all the commissions, from all the bonus. This is completely extra. All right. So let's not slow down. And I want to see everybody next month start ranking up so we could start making those big bonuses. And I want everybody in the revolution, the Spanish team to be like, oh my God, what is the English team doing? All right. So I want everybody to start ranking up. All right. And then the next one that we have, another cash bonus, is the car bonus. And a lot of people are like, so do I have to use it for a car? No, honey, you could use it for a purse. You could use it for whatever your little heart desires. Okay. And this one is once you hit gold director, from gold director, you start getting paid 350 all the way to 700. And like I said, in it's not about using it just in a car. It could be used however your little heart desires. Okay. And then the amazing one that I absolutely love and that Brenda and I are going for it because we're going to be there sooner than later.
Yes.
It's the dream trips. Okay. And this is where one thing that the revolution has is that we love sharing the lifestyle. Right. And this is where it gets real because this is where the lifestyle kicks in. It's dream trips that are completely luxury, are it's experiences and those are moments that money can't buy. Yes, we could possibly, Brenda and I be like, yes, let's buy her a ticket and let's go to Turkey. But it's not going to be the same because it's not with the company, it's not with the people you are growing with, it's not your community. So those are the moments that you cannot buy with money. Okay, so this business doesn't just pay you, it also takes you places and gives you experiences, takes you to new countries that maybe you were haven't even thought about going. And that's what pharmacy is all about. Okay, the first big one is obviously our gold trip. Then we have, well, no, we start with bronze actually. Bronze, you come to Miami. You come to Miami for a leadership academy. Then the gold is Turkey. Platinum, you come to the convention VIP status. Emerald, you go to Europe. They just announced it that it's going to be in Venice. And then obviously the diamond is the Maldives. So, I mean, those are experiences that I mean are once in a
And
lifetime and with people that you want to experience it with.
and don't forget Horizonte, which is separate from
Oh,
this.
yes. And see, those
Ah,
are experiences that those are even extra, like Horizontes en la Playa. That's going to be here in Rivera Maya in a couple months. So,
June.
so those
Yes.
are the things that like we really have to also be very proud to win and to be like, I got this. I earned
Mhm.
this, you know?
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
another big way of um of celebrating your achievements within the company. Okie
for
dokies.
sure.
So, a world of unlimited opportunities. And that's what you have here. You have in your hands, kind of like what we were just talking about, Brenda and I. Take advantage of it. Okay. And before we get off of this call, I really want you to understand one thing, and that is that you are sitting in an opportunity that you cannot let go. I mean, it is so amazing. This is not just about the products, it's about the community, it's about getting paid for doing what you love. This system
Mhm.
is made for you to win. Okay? Because we don't just have one way to making money. We just went through 10 different ways of how you could win with this company. Okay? And that means that you don't have to be perfect. And you don't have to know it all, like Ruth was saying. You just have to be a participant and take it one step at a time. We all started where you are right now. We all were confused, but it's all about just breaking it into pieces and just going for the win because that's what
For
we all
sure.
want. Okay.
Yes.
And you could win by selling, you could win by building, you could win by helping each other because that's the most important, you know
Yeah.
and there's no excuses. Okay.
No.
So I want,
Somebody here,
go ahead, my
Vivian,
Brenda.
Vivian, is it recurrent or a one time? Well, you are meeting these goals. Like, let's just say our bronze trip. Once you meet bronze, you go on, you earn that trip, right? Once
Correct.
you meet gold, you earn that trip. So every time you meet these goals, you're going to be rewarded by going on those trips. Okay. So
Correct.
if that answers your question, my love. Anyone else has any questions? And I know that, let me just look at the chat again. Are you done, my love? Belleza?
Well, no, I was just gonna do the closing that just like so if anybody has like well now that we had the little questions, if anybody has any other question that we could kind of just answer really quickly, we'll be more than happy to do so. Um, but yeah, like we were saying in the beginning, the compensation plan doesn't it's not there just to pay you for what you're doing that instant. It's about growing it, and the most important thing, it's growing it with your team. You know,
Yes,
because this is the kind of business that it's not only you grow, because the way that you're going to grow is if your whole organization grows.
absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely. This is not one
So,
of those, what do they call them? Pyramid chains. And I think that a lot of people talk about that, right? And they're so afraid on coming on board. But when you learn this compensation plan, when I saw it and it was explained to me, I understood that is not what I'm doing because I can't, there's going to get a certain point where I can't grow by myself. There's going to get
correct.
to a certain point where I
Well,
need
and one thing that kind of
this
caught my
product.
attention in the beginning, Brenda, and this is something that maybe all of you girls have a question because we're just starting the month and maybe you did a rock star month last month and all of a sudden you go into your office because it used to happen to me when I started and I would log into my office and then I would see everything in red again and it'll be like, "Oh my God, I have to start all over?" And yes, but you know what? That's the beauty of it. Because you know what? Because this compensation plan and this structure rewards the ones that work.
At
So
work.
it's not a pyramid. Because if you, like, let's say, for instance, if Brenda was my leader and I'm busting my butt the whole month and Brenda's not doing anything, Brenda ain't gonna get paid because
Nope,
she's only getting her bonus, her points because it's my points. And
exactly.
remember, you make the difference of the people in your organization. So if I'm at 25 because I busted my butt and Brenda's at 25 because it's my GV, 25 minus 25 is what?
There
Zero.
you go. It's not a
So that
pyramid.
means that Brenda will not be getting paid. So it's not necessarily just a pyramid like a lot of people say.
Mhm.
And that's when, remember that I was telling Ruth, like once you start understanding a little bit, it just gives you this little click and you're like, oh,
Yep,
okay, I kind of get this a little better. And that's when I understood that no, I kind of like starting every single month because it just comes to show that I have to bust my butt the same that I did the month before. And if I don't want my girl underneath me to be making better checks than I do, then I have to bust my little butt too.
exactly.
Okay? So
Exactly.
let's all work on this together and let's apply it. Okay? And I want to see number ones. Who's ready to apply it? Come on, let's be active here. Who's ready to apply it? Who's ready to be all in this month? Who's ready to get to the next level? Okay? Because I promise you that the people who move fast and the people who are consistent are the people who are going to win fast and they're going to win big. All right?
Carolina, send me a message. I can't, I know that you're asking something, but I'm a little confused about it. I have a question. The first step is 3%, that they return it to you. Is this 300 personal value can be also by what I buy for yourself? Yes. Your personal volume that you buy for yourself, yes. And you get a percentage from that back. Is that what you're saying? That's the 3% when you, where is she? I'm for Saturday. I'm organizing. Okay. If you want to send me a message, separado or reach out to your leader, hon. Because I didn't understand really good. And I lost her. I lost her. This was good.
Yes, because
I
this
love
is your
it.
moment, this is your business, and this is your time to rise. So let's go out there,
Yes,
let's stay consistent, let's plug it into the system, and let's take full advantage of this, and let's take advantage of
absolutely.
the 10 ways to win, right, Brenda?
Absolutely. Let's do this. Let's do this. Some of you guys are just getting started, like Annette said. Some of you are rebuilding, like Ruth said. Some of you are just pushing to the next level. I think we all do. We all want to, right? But no matter where we are, okay, this is your moment. Like I said when we began, this is your moment to reset, to refocus, and to recommit, right? Because just like today represents sacrifice that led us to something powerful, your consistency, your discipline, your beliefs in yourself, because it's all mental. Remember when I said that's your sacrifice right now, okay? It's going to produce something incredible. I would have never thought. And this is only the beginning for me. I'm just hitting bronze. Like I'm closing bronze this month, and this is the beginning for me. But I have this vision, and it's so big, okay? But here's the truth, it doesn't happen by accident. Okay. It doesn't happen by accident. It doesn't happen by luck. It's setting clear goals for yourself and for your team. Team, team, team. I can't stop stressing it. I would not be here without the amazing team of girls that I have. Decide where you want to go with it and show up every single day with intention and purpose. And you're going to see, keep it up, keep doing it every day, consistency and consistency. And you will see the difference because the moment you disconnect, you will see the difference also. And it's happened. It's happened. So let's go out there. Let's do this. Let's win. Let's make money. Let's move on to the next. Let's go to Turkey together.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you everyone for this amazing call. I'm glad that I got to do it with you, my Brenda. And if anybody has any questions, like we said before, please reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help you understand this a little better. But the most important, like she said, let's stay consistent. And even if nobody shows up to anything that we're doing, believe me, someone is watching. Good luck and
Absolutely.
let's rock on, peoples.
See you in Turkey. Yes, see you in
Yes!
Turkey. Bye. Have a good night, everyone.